Welcome to Notability, specifically sharing notes. The goals for this tutorial are sharing from within a note, sharing from the library, choosing a format to share, printing a note, sharing to Schoology, and finally, how to share multiple notes. When sharing a note, the first thing that you need to know is what the share icon looks like. In the upper left-hand corner, you'll see a box with an arrow pointing out. This is your share icon. There's a number of different ways to share a note within Notability. So I'm going to start out by selecting a previous note that I've already made, and I want to share this note out. So I'm going to go to the upper left-hand corner and click the box with the arrow pointing out. From here, I have a number of different options. I can email it, I can put it in a Dropbox folder, I can send it to Google Drive, or other cloud services. I can also print this note if I wanted to. If I select print, I turn paper on and I hit print notes. But in order to print your notes from your iPad, you have to have an AirPrint printer. I have an AirPrint printer at home, very easy for me to print out my notes. So before printing your notes, make sure that you have an AirPrint printer that you can use. Another option that you have is to click the last spot in this drop-down that just says Share. From here, you can choose a number of different formats. At the top, we have PDF, we have paper, and I'm going to turn paper off right now, and we have recordings. We're going to talk more about recordings in a different tutorial. I'm going to click on PDF at the top. Right now, PDF is what I've selected. A standard PDF will include all your text, images, and can be viewed by any device. An RTF is the rich text format and is supported by both Apple and PC computers. The note that you see at the bottom is Notability's native format. Without a doubt, this format is the best for backing up and sharing with other Notability users, but you can only use this particular format if the person that you're sharing to also has Notability on their device. So I'm going to stick with PDF, I'm going to go back, and then I'm going to hit Share Note. Once I hit Share Note, I have a number of different options that I can choose from. I can put my note in Evernote, I can copy it to explain everything, I can put it in Dropbox, I can copy it to Schoology, I can put it in Nearpod, I can send it as an email, all sorts of different apps that I could copy my note to. I'm going to select Schoology. When I share my note to Schoology, I have a number of different options of where I can put my note. I can submit this file to an assignment, I can drop it back to a student, or I can add it to my resources. I'm going to add it to my resources. Then I can decide whether I want to add it to my home resources folder or to group resources. So I'm going to share this to my home folder. And then I can choose where I want to put it from here. So then I'm going to hit upload here. And you can see it uploading, and now my file is in Schoology. Let's go back to the Notability app. What I just went over is exporting a file from within a note. I can also go back to the library and export a file from here. To share from the library, tap the Share button in the upper left-hand corner, select an individual note or multiple notes that you want to export, tap Share, and finally choose the destination and the file type, whether you want to email it, print it, or send it to a cloud service at the end. So if you're going to export your file to someplace like Dropbox or Google Drive, just make sure that you know what folder you're putting that in. So if I was looking at this, I would want to make sure that I put it in a folder where I know I can find it later on, and then finally hit export to Dropbox at the bottom. If you want to export a bunch of notes from your library, all you need to do is click on the subject, all the notes will highlight, hit export again, and you can share that to a particular destination. And that is a little overview of how to share a note within Notability.